Highly Strung Hannah by Robert Chantler. This week, Posh Josh.
Mum, Dad, I need to tell you something.
You're not gay, are you?
No, why?
Well, when people say I need to tell you something...
No, Mum, I've got a new girlfriend.
It wouldn't have worked with Melissa.
No, well, rummaging through her knickers wasn't a good first impression.
Excuse me, but sleeping with a French girl under her nose is probably what killed it.
Well, whatever, this one's different. She's called Eloise Potterson Hampstead Longman.
I wouldn't fancy getting my tongue round that.
Oh, I don't know, she's pretty good.
The name, Josh.
Oh.
So, why are you telling us about your girlfriend this time? You tried to keep Mandy and Melissa quiet.
Only on Friday nights. I'm telling you because she is mega rich.
Way to go, Josh. Marrying money. Smart move.
We really love each other. I didn't know she was rich when we started going out.
Even better.
Her dad's an internet multimillionaire and his wife's an internet fashion consultant. They live in a mansion in Hertfordshire.
Well, I hope they don't expect that sort of thing from us.
Well, that's sort of what I want to talk to you about. She wants to meet you, but probably because I sort of exaggerated a little.
What?
Hang on, darling. Let's find out how much we've been exaggerated first.
She's really lovely. She had a pony, you know.
Yeah, so did I just then. Now don't change the subject, having raised it. Tell us what you told her.
Yeah, go on.
I told her dad invented the Hadron Collider at CERN.
What? I'm a microbiologist, not a physicist. What if she asked me about it? I mean,
You watched The Big Bang Theory?
I watch Homeland too. It doesn't make me a CIA agent.
And dare I ask what you told her about me?
I said you were a director of a multinational software company.
Tim, can I scream now?
Yes. Together. 1, 2, 3.
Ah!
How the... What the... I don't know how to tell you this, Josh, but world-famous physicists and computer game company directors don't live in prefab semis in Shepperton Green with views over the M3.
Well, I thought she wouldn't stay with me if I told her the truth.
Oh, nice. So what, you're ashamed of us?
Yes, but that's another matter. It's just her last boyfriend was a bit common and her parents broke it up.
Oh, they sound delightful. And just in case there's any doubt, I was being sarcastic. Well, if her parents think my Josh isn't good enough, they can get stuffed.
Quite right. We don't need in-laws like that.
No, Tim, you misunderstand me. We have to show them that Josh is the sort of quality they expect.
How? Buy a mansion?
I think I might have the solution. Let me talk to Sir Charles tomorrow. Morning, Sir Charles.
Ah, I feel a stirring in my loins, which means it must be Hannah. Good morning, my dear.
Good morning. Your coffee?
You're beautiful, as always.
Thank you.
Now then, what did you want?
How did you know I want something?
Intuition. Something about the eyes. My wife gets the same look when she wants something.
Well, you know you said you were going away for a couple of weeks and you wanted someone to house sit.
Yes?
Well, I'm offering...
You?
Yeah, Why not? I am your PA after all.
Well, I suppose. I mean, we both know you and Tim well enough. It's on St George's Hill. It's a huge responsibility. It's worth £23 million.
I'll be okay.
Not much time to show you around, Hannah. We leave first thing tomorrow morning.
Well, Tim and I are quick learners. Can we come over tonight?
Yeah, I suppose. Why the change of heart?
Oh, I don't know. I guess I've always wanted to have a taste of how the other half live.
At least it will be kept spotlessly clean. I know you.
It will.
But our domestics won't be coming with us.
You have domestics?
I'm a butler, a cook, housekeeper.
Well, I like to do my own cooking.
Sorry, my dear. Staff are part of the package. I can't lay them off for 2 weeks, doing nothing and still getting paid. I'm not made of money.
You live in a £23 million mansion on St George's Hill, Sir Charles.
Well, if you really want to taste how the other half live, staff waiting of you is an essential part of the experience.
OK, deal.
Excellent. I'll ring my wife and let her know what I've decided.
Oh my God.
Right. Well, I had George put the valuable antiques in a safe room, no offence. So anything you damage is repairable.
Charming.
Now, no time for details. So this is the hall, this is the alarm. When you come in, it will start beeping, go to the panel, press 1023, enter, and it will stop. When you leave, press 1023, enter, and it's armed! And then you just go out and lock the door as normal. Can you remember that?
Yes.
What's the code?
1203.
1023. It's okay, I remember.
Right. It's just if it isn't tapped in within 1 minute of entering, the police are called immediately. Mind you, I did tell the local inspector that you and your family were here for a fortnight.
Right.
This is the downstairs toilets, and this is the cleaning cupboard. The lounge is through there. The dining room leads off the lounge, through the dining room. We come to the kitchen.
Oh my God.
And my cook, housekeeper, Mrs. Flanagan. She comes at 8 o'clock and goes home after dinner. Through there's the utility room where the washing machine and dryer are, and beyond that the garden. Back through the dining room and lounge, and across the hall, my study, which leads through to the library.
Oh my God.
And back to the hall. Along the corridor on the left, behind the library, is the leisure complex, heated indoor swimming pool, sauna, flotation tank, and outside garden, hot tub, blah, blah, blah.
Oh my God.
My wife's not usually quite so lost for words, are you, darling?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Well, Sir Charles, it really is impressive. I mean, wow.
Well, wait until you see the upstairs. the north bedroom where you'll be sleeping is amazing. There are 4, each the size of my penthouse suite at work.
Oh my God.
Darling, calm yourself.
Is it a 4-poster bed?
They're all 4-poster beds. King size everyone.
Tim, oh my God, oh my God.
Yes, all right. Save it for when we're in bed.
Yeah, sorry.
All the bedrooms are en suite. There's a shower over the full-size bath, toilet and wash basins. Clean towels will be supplied daily by Mrs. Flanagan. And if you require anything, just pull the cord and a bell will ring downstairs and my butler will attend to you immediately.
Oh my God, it's like Downton Abbey.
Yes.
I'll give you the spare keys now. We leave first thing in the morning and we're keen to get to bed.
Yes, so are we.
Indeed.
This is brilliant. Thank you.
Yes, and we'll talk about how grateful you are when I get back, eh?
Our bedroom seems a bit inadequate now, doesn't it, darling? The ensuite bathroom was bigger than our whole bedroom.
Well, this is a semi, not a mansion.
The semi will do.
You've never said that in bed before.
Tim.
Well, at least when Eloise What's-Her-Name's family turn up to visit, they'll get a good impression. As long as they don't ever visit us again, we'll be fine.
Oh, that's a point. I hadn't thought of that.
Yes, well, let's cross that bridge when we come to it. We can give the good news to Josh tomorrow.
Yeah.
Thanks for this, Mum. I really appreciate it.
Well, I didn't tell Sir Charles I had another motive for house-sitting, or he might not approve when he finds out, so just keep quiet about it when he gets back, OK?
Sure, Mum.
Now, we've replaced their photos with pictures of us, right, darling?
Yes, the pictures of them are in the drawers under where our pictures are, so they'll be easy to replace. I'll go.
No, the butler goes. Now, George, you're clear on the brief, aren't you?
I am, sir. I feel I'm being rather disloyal to Sir Charles by playing along with your story, but I suppose he did give you the run of the place.
And I am paying you extra to keep your mouth shut.
Indeed, sir.
About which I also feel guilty.
It's for our son, come on. We've nothing to feel guilty about. I feel guilty for not being honest with Sir Charles.
Well, don't be. There was no covenant on what we could do or who we could entertain in his absence, as long as the place was left clean, was there?
No, I suppose.
I'd better answer it, sir.
Yes, very well, George. Oh, a butler calling me sir, I say.
Yes, and he calls me madam, even when it's not a Friday night.
Yes, thank you, darling.
Please come in. May I have your names, please, to announce you?
Imogen and Stephen Potterton Hampstead Longman and our daughter Eloise.
Thank you. Good God. Imogen and Stephen Potterton Hampstead Longman and their daughter Eloise, sir. Madam.
Thank you, George.
Lovely. Hello, lovely to meet you.
Indeed. My husband was very keen to talk to you, Tim. He's a bit of an amateur physicist. Designing the Hadron Collider. Well. Apparently, when it was turned on, people thought it might suck the Earth into a black hole. But of course, having designed it, you know that, wouldn't you?
Yes, well, it's a very long way underground, and it's very well insulated.
Come through to the drawing room.
Thank you, but I'd like to visit the little girl's room, if I may.
Oh, yes, it's here. I thought you might want to do a bit of ironing first, or some vacuuming.
What?
It's this door, darling. She still gets them confused, bless her. God's sake.
Well, I was trying to remember the code when he did that bit.
What's the code?
1230.
Nice to meet you, by the way, Tim. Oh, and sorry.
Hannah.
Hannah, this is Eloise.
Lovely. Josh is round here somewhere. Josh! Josh! Oh, there you are. Eloise is here.
Yes, hello. Hello, Mr.
Stephen's fine.
Good.
What a quaint little water closet.
Oh, you mean the bog?
What?
Posh, remember? Posh.
Yes, water closet, yes.
You're not from these parts, are you, dear? Not from any of the home counties?
I'm from the Midlands.
Oh, dear. Well, perhaps you might think about some elocution lessons, and then you'll sound just like me.
I'd rather sound like
Darling. show our guests into the drawing room. Thank you.
This is a really super place, Josh. It's like a home from home.
Please sit.
I'll make tea.
Don't get your finger stuck this time.
This one?
Anyway, don't you make the tea. Mrs. Flanagan makes the tea, doesn't she, darling? Ring the bell.
Oh, yeah, silly me.
My wife's a little forgetful sometimes. It's her creative mind, you know.
Oh, bollocks, I've pulled the cord too hard.
And she has a touch of Tourette's.
Delightful.
Sorry.
So, this pad must be worth a bit.
23 million.
And you run a computer games company?
Well, I'm on the board.
Well, who runs it?
Sir Charles Smythe.
Oh, no, really? I haven't seen him for years. He lives around here somewhere too, doesn't he?
He did, but he moved recently to a huge estate in Sussex.
Right, good. I have no idea your husband designed the Hadron Collider. Oh, very impressive.
Oh, he is, especially in bed.
Your secret's safe with me.
Well, I must say my first impressions are favourable. Perhaps Eloise has found someone more suitable this time. Her last boyfriend was dead common.
Well, we're not, so I'm sure they'll make a lovely couple.
I'm keen to get her married off, you understand, but into money. Otherwise we might have to mingle with poor people.
What's wrong with poor people?
Darling.
Well, I suppose someone has to be.
Well, if poor people didn't buy our computer games, we'd be in trouble.
Yes, I suppose. The proletariat must amuse themselves by some means, I suppose. Something amusing you, Tim?
Oh, no, it's just a bit of dust up my nose. Not dust, pollen.
There's no dust in this house.
Your tea, everyone. Shall I place the tray here, madam?
Oh, madam.
What?
Sorry, I just never tire of hearing it.
True.
There will be fine if you could serve, Mrs. Flanagan.
Of course, madam.
Oh, la-di-da.
Oh, don't go over the top.
Sorry.
Whoops.
Oh, dear God.
We all do it, even you.
If I might say something, you know I fancy Eloise like mad.
Yes.
Well, I gather the done thing is to ask you if you would consent to my asking her to become my fiancée.
It is the done thing. And you do have my blessing.
Yes, and mine, with reservations.
What reservations?
Darling.
Well, let's be honest. You are a little bit nouveau riche, aren't you? You know, fallen into money, but a little bit common.
Would you like me to go once or twice in your tea? Tim, darling, can you smell gone-off fish?
No.
OK, maybe her nose is always turned up like that.
What?
Nothing. Darling, just wait till Josh has proposed before you completely alienate our future in-laws.
God help us.
Eloise, I love you more than the whole world. Will you marry me?
Yes!
Oh, how wonderful. My Josh engaged.
Congratulations.
Indeed, Stephen and I are both very pleased for you, aren't we, darling?
Absolutely. And well, perhaps after we've taken tea, we'll leave Eloise and Josh for some quiet time.
It worked. They're engaged.
Oh, she's a haughty cow. I'd like to take her airs and graces and ram them down her throat.
Yes, well, you nearly blew it today. I know she was condescending, but you really will have to learn to bite your tongue, so to speak.
Bitch. She starts on my upbringing again and I'll tell her a few home truths. And you can talk farting. Wait until everyone's quiet too, why don't you?
I did.
Oh, for God's sake.
Anyway, you won't tell her any home truths. You'll have a nice couple of weeks living it up until Sir Charles comes back, and they never need see us again. They'll think we've fallen on hard times if we end up hosting them at Meadow Gardens.
So, did you enjoy your time as Lady of the Manor, Hannah? Haha, it rhymes.
Oh, it was wonderful. Just wonderful. We even entertained and our son proposed to his future wife in your drawing room, as we called it.
Ah, congratulations. A nice place to propose, eh? I was so drunk when I proposed to Philly. Here I had to get up on one knee, eh? What?
Oh, very funny.
Well, thank you for letting us use you. Sir Charles. Very kind.
Pleasure. And I trust my staff carried out their duties impeccably.
Faultlessly. They were perfect. Thank you so much, George, Mrs. Flanagan.
Pleasure.
Pleasure.
Right, well, I'm just off for a quickie.
Hannah, have you swapped the photos back in the drawing room?
Shh! Are you all right?
Yes, fine. Hannah thought she saw a spider. Go and fix it.
Yes, Tim, it won't take a second.
And put our photos in your handbag. Who can that be?
Oh, good evening, sir, madam. It's the people with the long names.
Shit!
Beg your pardon?
I'm so sorry we don't receive guests unannounced.
What?
Goodbye.
But we've come from a...
What? Stephen!
Oh, Charles!
My God! Pinching her bottom, were you, Tim? Huh?
Sir Charles, may we have a quick word?
Yes.
In private?
Yes, come into my study.
So, Sir Charles is visiting you too.
Yes, what do you want?
Oh, well, Eloise thinks she left a rather expensive Fendi scarf in the drawing room. We searched everywhere. It was yellow and silk.
I thought it was a duster.
What?
It's all right. I'll blow the dust off with a hairdryer. Hang on.
Goodness sake.
Well, it's not my fault, is it, you silly cow?
Stephen, say something.
Now, look here. You can't speak to my wife like that.
I need to see Hannah and Tim for a while, just to talk business.
How's your new mansion in Sussex?
Fine. Yes, but I'm thinking of moving back to Surrey, you know. This place is quite nice, and I gather it might be up for sale soon.
Oh, yeah, maybe. We've set our eye on this estate in Wales. bit further away from you. Sorry, I didn't mean it like that. Anyway, here's the Fendi.
Thank you. Well, we won't stay. Oh dear, Stephen, darling, have we made a dreadful mistake?
Josh and Eloise love each other, and that's all that matters. We only need to see Hannah and Tim occasionally.
Well, that sounds fine with me. Well, I won't keep you. I'll expect you'll want to get going. Drove yourselves, did you? Eloise got chauffeured home, by George.
All right. Come, Stephen.
Now, Hannah, is there something you want to tell me about the real reason you had a change of heart about home sitting?
Well, look, Josh lied to his fiancée's parents about us being rich, and they wanted to meet us, and our little Semi just didn't cut it. So, remembering you were going away, I thought, well, if I house sit, everybody wins.
Yes, well, thank you for giving me my house back. Have a fantastic time on your estate in Wales, and I'll see you on Monday. Gorgeous creature. Sorry, Tim.
No worries. She is gorgeous. Outrageous, but gorgeous.
You can forgive someone a lot when they're that gorgeous. But I've also taken into account the fact that, well, Hannah, I love you to bits, but if we're truthful, you're a bit mental, aren't you?
Just a bit, Sir Charles.
How come you don't tell him off like you do me when I call you mental?
Because he's Sir Charles, that's why. Come on, let's go back to Meadow Gardens. Might not be a mansion, but home sweet home and all that.
Yeah. Come on, I'll chauffeur you.
We could play chauffeur and lady of the manor next Friday.
You have been listening to Sue Ford as Hannah, Robert Chantler as Tim, Giovanni Tagliarini as Josh, Doug Neal as Sir Charles, Olwen Holme as Imogen, Rob Day as Stephen, Charlotte Neal as Eloise, Joe Bartholomew as Mrs. Flanagan, and Max Grundy as George. Highly Strung Hannah was written and directed by Robert Chantler. The audience coordinator was Matt Richards, and the producer was Victoria Lawrence. Highly Strung Hannah is a free theatre company production.